Hey, there, and welcome back to the channel. Imagine you wake up one morning feeling just like any other day. You get out of bed, eat some breakfast, check your phone. But this time when you look at your phone, you see something different. It says 1899 instead of 2024. When you walk outside, the cars are different, the buildings are older, and people are wearing clothes from over 100 years ago. How does this happen? Do you have a chance to go back to your own time? Can you change anything? Is this real or a dream? This is the plot of the movie about time, which is quite a romantic comedy. The main character is stuck in an endless loop where he keeps reliving the same day again and again. At first, he uses his powers for selfish reasons, fixing things around the house and winning bets. But as the film goes on, he starts using it for more meaningful things. He tries to win the heart of his best friend Mary, who he's loved for a long time. And he tries to help his father, whose business is failing. He even tries to save his mother, who died when he was young. But each time he changes things, it makes new problems and hurts the people around him. In the end, he learns that no matter how much we want to control everything, we can't. We have to accept that life is full of ups and downs and that we can't change the past. He finally understands that the real meaning of time is not in how we use it, but in who we use it with. Now let's take a different approach. Think of a world where time isn't linear, but a big circle. Imagine you standing in the middle of this circle, and every point on the edge represents a moment in your life. Your birthday, the day you learned to ride a bike, the day you fell in love, and the day you died. In this view, the past and the future aren't really separate. They're all part of the same story. And your life is like a river flowing from your birth to your death. This idea of a circular time helps us understand how important every moment is. It shows us that even sad times and painful memories are needed to make us who we are. They shape us just as much as happy moments do. Each experience, good or bad, makes us stronger and wiser. Just think about it. Without the hard times, we wouldn't appreciate the good times as much. Without losing, how would we know what it meant to win? Without sadness, how could we feel love or joy? Every part of our lives has a purpose, like pieces of a puzzle forming a bigger picture. We can't skip parts of our story without changing the whole thing. It's like if we took out some chapters from a book, the story wouldn't make sense anymore. And here's another twist. This time journey isn't just about where you go. It's also about who you meet. Think about all the famous people you get to see. You could meet ancient Greek philosophers like Plato and Aristotle, watch Shakespeare perform one of his plays, or listen to Beethoven conduct his Symphony No. 9. You could also meet historical figures like Leonardo da Vinci, Marie Curie, or Albert Einstein. But meeting these people isn't just about being in their presence. It's about learning from them, hearing their ideas, and seeing how they lived. You'd learn what inspired them, what challenges they faced, and how they changed the world. It would be like having a front row seat to the most important moments in human history. Imagine the stories you could tell when you came back to your own time. You'd have so many amazing tales that people would think you were making them up. But let's switch gears and talk about the future. Here's a thought. What if you traveled far enough into the future to see what your life would be like if nothing changed? Imagine you're old, sitting in a rocking chair, looking back on your life. You remember all the dreams you had as a kid, all the hopes and plans for the future. But now you're older and you realize that life didn't turn out exactly as you imagined. Maybe you didn't become a famous actor or a world-class athlete. Maybe you didn't find the love you dreamed of or travel the world. Looking back, you wonder what could have been. What choices you might have made differently if you had known than what you know now. But what if you could actually see what life would have been like if you made different choices? Wouldn't that be interesting? Imagine how much it would make you appreciate what you have now. Let's say you decide to travel 30 years into the future. You might see that if you had become a doctor, you would have saved many lives and helped ease suffering. You might see that if you became an engineer, you might have built projects that made a difference in the world. You might see that if you had pursued a different career path, you might have achieved great success. You might even see that if you hadn't fallen in love with your partner, you might have missed out on the most beautiful relationship imaginable. Each choice leads to a different outcome. And by seeing the consequences of those choices, you gain a whole new perspective on life. You understand that every decision, big or small, shapes your future in ways you never imagined. This journey through time makes you grateful for the life you've created so far. It inspires you to make the most of the present moment, because every moment is a stepping stone to the future you deserve. It teaches you to embrace the unknown, to welcome the surprises life throws your way because they might lead you to places you never dreamed of. But here's a final thought. This journey into the future isn't just about seeing what could have been. It's also about shaping what will be. When you return to the present, you carry with you the wisdom of the future, the insights and experiences that transcend time. You become a time traveler, not just a visitor. You become a storyteller, sharing the lessons of the future with those who are still writing their stories. And that's a pretty cool thing to be able to do. So what would you do if you could travel through time? Would you change history or explore the future? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this adventure through time, please remember to share and subscribe. Thank you for joining me on this journey, and I'll see you next time.